Hi everyone, Sandra from ForYourChi.com here. And today I'll be doing a video on how to increase your prosperity. And I'm super excited about this. I'm going to share with you some of the things that I practice every single day. Some of them is like a one-time thing, so you don't have to keep doing it every day, but then you'll see there are some other practices that you can put into place that can actually help you to increase it more day by day. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is there are many of you who are old souls, and there is a program that's running in the background to experience poverty rather than prosperity. And the reason that is because old souls have had many, many lifetimes, and many of us had lifetimes as monks or priests or nuns who have taken a specific vow of poverty, and that program is running in your DNA. So you have to cancel, clear, delete that, and then override it and replace it with something else. And I'm going to show you very quickly how to do that. And this is going to be true for a lot of you who have experienced your whole life when you don't feel like you have enough, or you have, extreme limited funds in which to work with. And if you're saying yes, that's you, and your parents experienced it, and maybe your grandparents did too, then there also could be something going on in the DNA generationally down the line that you want to sever, clear, get rid of, not only to fix your situation, but to fix your generations to come. Okay, so in order to sever those vows, you have to do an affirmation. And I have two written. And typically I only teach the one, but I got a message when I was writing this down that I needed to do both. So the first one is, I hereby revoke, recant, rescind any and all contracts of poverty that I've made in all directions of time. I'm going to repeat that 2 more times. I hereby revoke, recant, rescind any and all poverty contracts I've made in all directions of time. I hereby revoke, recant, rescind any and all poverty contracts that I've made in all directions of time. Okay, so that's the first one. So I want you to say that as many times a day as possible for at least 7 days until you start to feel better. Now, if you're saying to yourself, well, I've done it for 7 days and I don't feel better, then continue to do it until you feel better. There's no right or wrong time in which to start or stop. It's all about how you feel about it. And I want you to do the second affirmation that I'm going to give you here right after the first one every day, as many times a day for 7 days or more if you feel like it. I hereby cancel, clear, delete, and destroy any and all vows or contracts of poverty that my ancestors have made in all directions of time. I hereby cancel, clear, delete, and destroy any and all vows or contracts of poverty that my ancestors have made in all directions of time. Okay, so write those 2 down and do them for at least 7 days, possibly more for some of you, until you start to feel better. Okay, so when you're doing the vow severing, I don't want you to do any of the rest of what I'm going to tell you until that vow severing is done. You've got to get rid of the old before you bring in the new, okay? All right, so now we're going to go into the techniques that I've learned to manifest abundance. Now, I didn't say techniques to work for abundance, for more abundance, because that's not how it happens all the time. You can receive money in other ways, right? You're going to receive money in miraculous ways if you do all of the things that I'm discussing here today, and it's going to impress you, and it's going to impress the people around you, and they're going to want to know what you know. All right, so I'm going to teach you basically all of the modalities that I've learned in my 20 years of studying metaphysics. And some of this you're going to look and sit, you're going to think to yourself, this is woo woo, and maybe some of it is. But I'll tell you, there are some things in here that are going to work in miraculous ways. So I'm just going to get right to it. So the first one, utilization of the number 8. So the 8 is the infinity sign. Just flipped a little bit, right? So the message here is to write the number 8 down on a piece of paper. It can be a small one, it doesn't have to be a big one, and put it where you keep your bills. Now, some people don't have paper bills, and that's fine. If you pay your bills on your computer or whatever, just put a little sticky note with the number 8 there. You can also place the number 8 in your wallet, which tells the universe that you're ready to receive more. Okay, the second technique is utilizing some feng shui. So the practice of feng shui here is to create an environment that's conducive of receiving that which you're asking for. In this case, we're asking for more abundance. We're asking for more prosperity. So the prosperity section of your home is the furthermost left-hand corner from the front door. So as you walk in your front door, the furthermost left-hand corner is your prosperity section. It's important to keep that section of your house neat and clutter-free and clean above all things. Now, if you're saying to yourself, well, that's where you have the most clutter and you have a money problem, then there's your answer. So if it's not clean, clear it out. Get rid of the clutter, scrub it down. And then once it's clean, place a picture of a body of water, one that makes you feel good when you look at it. Feng Shui is all about you feeling good. You can also place, or in the alternative of a picture, or you could do both, it's up to you, a small water fountain rather, in that section of your house. And that also is conducive to receiving money in your environment, which helps you to receive money in turn. Okay, number 3. And this sort of goes along with feng shui, although I do not remember reading this in any feng shui book. Painting your front door fire engine red. There's a very good reason for that. So fire engine red on a front door is very auspicious of receiving money, and it goes back to the olden days of, and I'm thinking this was old England, when your house was paid off, the homeowner painted the front door red to symbolize that there's no mortgage. This house is free and clear. So that's why it is so auspicious to paint your front door fire engine red, and you see that just about wherever you go in every neighborhood. Home purchasing. Okay, so if you are in the market to purchase a home, remember this. It is very auspicious to purchase a home where the front door faces at least partially east. It doesn't have to be 100% east. It would be nice. But northeast is great, southeast is great, due east is even better. And the reason is the sun. It's something to do with the sunrise. The house receives the sunrise, and therefore it receives abundance, and therefore you receive abundance. The other thing is the address. Every realtor I know hates me because I only buy houses that jive with my life path number. If you don't have an address that is at least compatible with your life path number, it will challenge your money making, and it will challenge you receiving money. Okay? You don't want to be challenged. You definitely want to make it as easy as possible, not just in life, but when you're making money and when you're getting yourself into receivership mode, there's too much contrast for an address that is not compatible with you, because it's actually toxic. So I'm not going to go into that in this video because it's going to take me too long. But if you would like to know more about this, it'll take me a 15-minute reading. It's minimal, $30. Send me an email at foryourchi@gmail.com. Tell me your birthday. I'll give you the address, numbers that jive with your life path number, and then the numbers to watch out for. Also, when you're home purchasing, this is very important, do not ever buy a foreclosed home. Always get the story behind why they're selling the home, and you want sort of a perfect story that, well, this family outgrew this home, or this family got another opportunity and they had to move, and therefore, you know, the energy feels good. No one went broke in the house or bankrupt, because if that house was not conducive to bringing someone else money, it's going to be problems for you too, particularly the foreclosed model. All right, number 5 is the God box. I've heard this from many sources, and I have tried it over and over, and let me tell you, it works, hands down. Even if you've done all these other things that I've just rattled off and they didn't work for you, I can promise you you're going to receive results with this, although they are not overnight. This is like a year-long and long-term, because you're going to keep adding stuff to this God box. So get a box from a craft store. Make sure it looks nice. You don't want it to look junky or trashy. Make it look pretty. You know, make it look to your taste. Get some paint pens and write in big letters, God box. And then start writing down the prayers that you want to put in this box. And when you write down the prayers, make sure they are written down in the form of gratitude affirmations. Okay, so hang on, I'm going to give you an example of this. Thank you, universe, or God, or Jesus, angels, whatever you believe in. It doesn't matter. Write it down. Thank you, universe, that my house and property are paid off, free, and clear. So that's just an example, but I think you guys get the picture. You get the story. All right, so write down everything you want in a form of, it's already been given to me, and I'm saying thanks for it. So you don't want to put in anything about you don't have enough. It's all about thank you for the abundance. All right. Now, the next thing about the God box is you want to pull it out once a year or so and start going through your affirmations of gratitude. And you're going to be amazed how many things have been checked off your list. Now, one of the keys to this working is that you have to put it in the box and forget about it. And I'm going to teach you how to do the affirmations of gratitude that are bringing it to you every single day. We're going to get to that in just a minute. All right, now, paying your bills. When you pay your bills, say this affirmation. Thank you for the abundance to pay this electric bill, whatever, mortgage, okay? Thank you for the wonderful service that it provides to myself and my family. I bless this payment, and I request that this money is returned to me 1,000-fold in happy ways. Every time you pay a bill, say that affirmation. You are giving thanks for the bill paying, okay? And you're blessing it such that it returns to you, versus the old way of paying bills is, oh my God, I need to pay this bill, this money. Oh, this money. You get the idea here. You're totally changing up the energy. That creates miracles, folks. All right, number 7 is your morning affirmations. This is very important to put into this to practice every day. If you drive to work, it's a perfect time to use your morning affirmations. You can say them out loud. You're alone in the car. You get the idea. So some of these, and say them as many times as possible in the morning. I'm going to give you some examples. My wealth is increasing every day in every way. My wealth is increasing every day in every way. My wealth is increasing every day in every way. The next one, money flows freely and easily to me. Money flows freely and easily to me. Money flows freely and easily to me. The next one is, I am in total vibrational alignment and harmony to receive lump sums of money. I am in total vibrational alignment and harmony to receive lump sums of money. I am in total vibrational alignment and harmony to receive lump sums of money. Doing this every day will increase your abundance faster than any of the things that I have just spoken about in this video so far. Some cautions about your words, not about the affirmations that I gave you, but about the rest of your talk and speak for the rest of the days, okay? Do not talk about your money worries to anyone that you don't absolutely 100% have to. Do not say things like you are broke to other people. Not a good idea, because we all have this God energy within us, and when you say things like that, the God energy hears you and it manifests more ways to be broke, okay? Not a good thing. Okay, so I've just listed everything that I know about manifesting abundance, but I want to talk a little bit about the shifts that you're going to start feeling when you start putting these practices into place. You're going to start to feel a little shift at a time. It'll be a little bit at first, and then it'll be a little more, and 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 a little more. And the years will go by, and all of a sudden you're going to pull your God box out, and you're going to say, holy cow, my ship has come in. I have totally turned this around, and I did it by myself, utilizing these techniques that Sandra has given me in this $10 video. Okay? All right, so, one more thing. Some of the ways that this can manifest are a sign. You'll get signs from the universe. You'll get an intuitive hit on, I need to invest in this, or I need to create my own business, or it'll be some other random thing. I need to go somewhere at a certain time, a certain day, and all of a sudden you're in the right place at the right time, and bam, something happens and you get a check. So make sure that you're paying attention to those messages, because those are answers to your prayers. Now, if it seems like it's off the wall and you're not sure about the message that you've received, write it down. Ask the universe, God, whatever you believe in, to send you a clear sign very quickly, and ask for the truth. Should you do this thing that you've written down, whatever guidance you've been given? And then wait for a sign. If you get a sign, or if it's not clear, you can always send me an email at foryourchi@gmail.com, foryourchi@gmail.com. I'll take a look at it for you. We can look at the outcome before you decide. But just know that this is a major way that I have received lump sums, that many of my friends have received, and clients have received lump sums, so it may come in that form. Don't be shocked if that happens to you. All right, abundance, blessings of abundance to you and your family, and I'll talk to you next time.